Welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing our playthrough of Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. Where we last left off is we had just harvested the rice and put it on the drying racks for it to mean to dry, and so that we can harvest it and upgrade our skills. Still got pretty much the same little starting area from last time. Like I said, you're probably going to be seeing a lot of repeating of levels and making sure that I tackle each of the challenges in each of the levels to make sure that the exploration rate hits 100%. So currently I'm just browsing around. I think we're going to go to Eggplant Hollow to get us moving on this next one. So checking in on how everybody's doing. How's just the usual comments, making sure everybody is sane during this time, making sure everybody is finding their little slice of happiness, whatever it may be. I know I'm currently keeping my sanity by watching the classic Tetris World Championship. I've been streaming been watching the YouTube VODs of the stream that took place in early, I believe, November, and the final 8 is coming up, I think, December 12th. Big Tetris fan. I love Tetris 99. I love pretty much the Game Boy version. I love the Nintendo version. So this is how they actually play it, is on the original Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES, and it is crazy to see what people do with that game, being how old it is, and just watching a blossoming community come out of it and be able to create so much like cool and amazing content and like ever evolve the game. I know I probably mentioned time and time before the difference in types of how people play that game, where using DAS, which is like the automated system that controls you being left and right, moving pieces to the left and right, and hyper tappers. So it just blows my mind. It's always cool to watch a game that's been out for so long finally get life breathed into it, and then just watching something evolve and change into something that's a definitely ever-growing community. I definitely one day want to buy a Nintendo and practice and see if I could get good. I know level 18 is my crux. It just gets, or level 19. Level 19 is where the super speed picks up and my brain just sort of shuts off, and it's like, you can't move that fast, you can't function that fast. But also, some of you may know, I have some Tetris blocks, or some Tetrominos, as they're officially called, tattooed on my full sleeve I'm working on, so definitely really hardcore into Tetris, so wouldn't have the piece if I wasn't otherwise, but they've always just been something that been a staple around in my life. I think the one person who really got me into it, and I think recurred, is my grandma. Big shout outs to her. She used to play it a lot on the Game Boy. So I think my love for classic games definitely stems from a family environment, and it's also something that just gave me the escapism from the world that it may be. So I don't think video games will be leaving my life anytime soon, and if they do, God, I'll become an old curmudgeon, and that's no fun. So we got a half moon crest, or I think it was waning moon crest. Looks like that will probably be like a key for this dungeon-like area. We'll find out later on. So far we're just going through battling some more of the same enemies. We got the pigments, and then just the classic little bunny enemies. Nothing too threatening, just getting trapped in a corner here. For this game just being like a side-scroller beat 'em up for a good portion of it, I feel like I'm getting better with how it handles I'm definitely not the best gamer. Oh, so I just got the waxing crescent there. I'm not the best gamer when it comes to these types of games, but I feel like I'm getting the combos down a little bit better. Uh, Instead of just being a straight button masher and just trying to plow through the games. But this, for some reason, this just reminds me of like, or what game? What was I playing recently? Oh, like Streets of Rage, or um, I know it's nothing like it, but like the Simpsons arcade system or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade system. I know those still had 3D planes because you could go left, right, up, and down, and this is a 2D plane in terms of like you can't move towards or away from the screen. But those games are also another huge inspiration of my game, like love of gaming. Definitely the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, I believe, for Super Nintendo. I think it's Super Nintendo. That was the arcade beat 'em up side-scrolling game. Definitely something that I enjoyed. Also, plus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, classic TV show. Love the live animation movies. Any game, TV show, live animation thing, always really, I was a fan of. I was a huge fan of the Mortal Kombat movies. Yes, Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, even 2, the ones where they replaced like 90% of the cast and recasted like some of the main characters and killed off one of them in like the first 10 minutes. Spoiler alert, if you've never seen Mortal Kombat 2 from the late 90s, definitely something I would recommend to watch, at least the first one. Love a classic Liu Kang, Goro, Johnny Cage fight scene. Definitely shows off the douchiness of the character of Johnny Cage very well to a T. But yeah, those, like, that's nostalgia right there for me, especially having them on VHS. And if you don't know what VHS is, it's a sad time. We've gone too far. We cannot go back. But no, having the tapes were something that was just something that just reminds me of childhood. It's funny just having to rewind them and sit through and watch them like spiral back and everything like that. Those are the, and also another show that pops into my head is the Mighty Ducks, like animation show where like they went through and they were like superheroes that would transform and use like the hockey armor to go and beat up enemies. So like a lot of great classic early 90s TV. Gargoyles as being another one. That was something that I'd always gravitate to and watch. I'm gonna have to like go down memory lane here and start just to I love how, sorry, Mur learned to cook. It's like, that's one of the classic like just statements to be read across the bottom of the stream. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go through and do a 90s binge. Probably watch some of the old Nickelodeon movies like Good Burger and what other ones were there? I know there was a lot of like original Disney Channel movies as well, like Smart House and Brink. It's just it's that time for nostalgia right now, I guess. Also time for the very poppy boy and girl bands of late 90s, early 2000s. Singing a lot of C'est La Vie by Bewitched. That was a good one. And a lot of NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. Can't hate on them. Definitely everybody's got them in their playlist, and if you say you don't, you are a complete and utter liar, because always a solid choice. I'm just trying to speed through the night to move to the next step of the dried rice. So finally it has dried, and we should be moving on to threshing. And this is probably going to be the portion of like the game where it's just a lot of the same repetitive tasks. It looks like down, Y to the right, and then left. Okay, so nothing too interesting. I also like always just completing these tasks myself. I know the game allows you to handle it, and it's like, oh, there may be penalty, and there probably won't be as bad as me spending like the 2 to 3 minutes to go ahead and actually do this myself. But I always just was like, you know what? I'd rather get the full gameplay. I'd rather take the few minutes of this time to actually do what I'm supposed to, because I feel like if I'm paying for the game, why not play it? Why not like experience it and just instead of just trying to speed through it and get to the end goal? Because I think a lot of these games, once you just start mashing buttons and moving through, you lose the what you purchased the game for. 96 dryness, that was pretty good. I think that's something I've grown as a gamer as well. Like, when I was younger, it was always just about like spending 6, 7, 8 hours when a new game came out, and I was just trying to get through it as fast as possible. I remember I had the achievement for Grand Theft Auto 4? I can't. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4. Liberty City Minute, I believe it was called, where you beat the campaign in under 24 hours. And that's like game time, but like I didn't do any side missions. I didn't do like any other thing. I was just like just plowing through the story as fast as I could, because that was like my goal as that stage in life was just like, yeah, I just got to beat the game as fast as possible. And now I've definitely learned to slow things down, especially if I'm going to be dropping 40 to 60 bucks on a new game. I definitely want something that has good original single player gameplay. I'm definitely, most of the multiplayer games I play are free to play games. Most of the battle royales, it's Fortnite, Warzone, Tetris 99, Super Mario 35. Those are the my real multiplayer projects that I'm looking at. Hopefully, when Cyberpunk comes out, it has that GTA type of vibe to it, so I'm looking to be able to pick that up and just sort of meander through that game, not really just push the limits of how fast I have to get through it, and more so just focus on having an overall pleasant experience. I feel like the joy of gaming can definitely become a hassle or hard work because you're trying to force yourself to enjoy something rather than just taking its time and allowing you to enjoy it for what it is. That's why you see these videos come up sporadically. It's because I'm trying to sit back and enjoy a game, enjoy what's going on. But enough me ranting on and on. Like, definitely talk about what you guys like in the comments below. Like, let me know what some of the nostalgia that you've been participating in within the last few weeks, months, year, whatever it may be, because I'm always interested to hear out what other people have to say. And I know like a lot of people use my stuff as background noise, so it's like it's always cool just to be able to have that small impact on the people that actually care to watch my stuff. So once again, thank you all who are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification like a dangly thing in the back of Cardi B's throat. If you like the video, you can always leave that thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you can always leave the thumbs down, but you know that will personally affect me for the rest of my life, and I will not be able to sleep at night. I will only constantly think about why you left that thumbs down and really try to figure out what I could have done better for you. Maybe it was my stuttering, maybe it was my erratic thoughts, maybe I was all over the place, maybe I just wasn't there for you. But I'm here for you now. So yeah, and if you want to, leave a comment down below. I'm just going to try to silence for cutscene.
少しは強くなれたが、少ない実りだったの。来年分の種もみを差し引くと、考えなしに食には回せませぬな。だが、少ないながらも確かに増えた。歩みは進んだのですぞ、おひいさま。ここは辛抱の時ですじゃ。
So it's all about struggling, you know. Struggling in this game, I guess. Sorry, just it's. I always catch myself off guard when I start talking after a cutscene because it just feels so sharp and abrupt of just like jumping back into communicating. Um, but I really do like. I really like the storyline that gets pushed through in this. I think definitely the writing in this has been so far amazing. So like, I definitely can't. Or, why would I say can't hate on this game? I've definitely just been enjoying my experience through this game, and like being able to just play through and actually enjoy a story, enjoy artwork, and once again have a full 100% good time in a game. We have now unlocked the ability to process ingredients so we don't have so much rot food that would be put into our fertilizer. So that's pretty good. I believe, from what I understand, is the more that you process food, the you can change the menu, and that will allow you to create different buffs. So later on, if you need like extra healing or magic resistance, or is it magic resistance? Some type of resistance. I believe if you eat certain foods, you will gain those powers. And like I know most people have like beaten the game 3 times over while I'm still at this like beginning part. But I'm catching up. I'm definitely getting through all the levels. Hopefully you get your first boss fight sooner or later. Hopefully there is bosses in this game and I'm not just talking and puffing air right now. But it's cool to see the depth of this game too. There's a lot more as you progress, and it's ever evolving. So, oh, this is what I was talking about. You can change the menu, and the menu would give you different types of buffs. So you can have a fullness buff, magic buff, and then like I think the effects are if something is to attack. Yeah, like so natural healing. Um, how that increases it and versus how it would be in real life. I also like how there is some negative effects depending on what you choose. So if you chose like the sake versus the water, you would actually take I think it was vitality down. Some more storyline going on here. I always like to just take a little bit of a break before any of the cutscenes to make sure that if it's only the text bubbles, I don't mind talking a little bit over them. Definitely allow people enough time to read them, or I try to read them as I'm talking. I just don't like talking over the voice acting in this game because I think the voice acting is spectacular, and I actually really appreciate, like I said, changing it to Japanese from English was probably one of the smartest decisions. I also like how they talk a lot about so far like religion and the concepts. Like he's talking about the I think it's principle of nonviolence that is taught in Buddhism. And like I used to read into Buddhism and like use meditation practices to help clear and level my mind. And like Buddhism is a great understanding of the world and understanding of how like our lives affect others, and like something that like definitely just reading upon has impacted my life and greatly benefited me. It also combination of meditation with Wim Hof. I believe I've mentioned that before, is something that helps me reset every Sunday to get ready for the week. It's something that is allows me to just fully take a step back from life, hit the reset button, and get in the mindset that everything's going to be okay. You know, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to take a little bit of me time and appreciate the finer things in life. You know. So as I'm gonna start wrapping up this video, once again, thank you guys, everybody, for watching. Always make sure to be taking care of yourself, checking in with others, and just creating a wholesome and welcome environment that you want to live in. It's important to reach out to others. You never know what they're going through, and always checking in on your happy friends. But yeah, like I said, I always appreciate everyone who watched these, and hopefully, the one day I blow up and everybody's still day ones, I'll be like, yeah, day one. But until then, I'll just keep chugging along. And like always, everyone, thank you so much for watching and have a good one.